The OMNI Center for Peace, Justice, and Ecology welcomed members and guests for the annual gathering February 21st at Mt Sequoyah in Fayetteville. The evening's theme, One Blue Sky Above Us, embraced the variety of OMNI programs, projects, and partners in a colorful display of activities and achievements. Musical performances by Still on the Hill, Silver Lining, Emily Cates, and the Ozark Highballers entertained, and a World Cafe Roundtable inspired new member introductions and program goals for 2015.
Scarecrow, he don't change at all. He gets out his banjo and he plays a tune the way his papa taught him to. Soldiers Joy and Sally and old Joe Clark give the fiddler a dram. Well, an ornery old crow, big and black, landed on that scarecrow's hat. Scarecrow didn't think much about that, so the crow took the fiddler up under his chin, played a brand new fangled tune for him. But the scarecrow just shooed him away, said, I don't like the way you play. Scarecrow, Scarecrow, come down off that hanging post, by the big old black-eyed crow.
Welcome everyone. My name is Kelly Mulholland. I'm the Vice President of OMNI and on the board, and this is my wife Donna, who's been... You hear that? My wife Donna. I'm still getting... I'm still not quite used to that. It's been almost a year, you know. It's good. All right, so I do have a little housekeeping thing to take care of. First of all, everybody, if you've got your cell phone with you, could you kind of, politely take it out and turn it up full blast?
Really loud.
Like, we want to make sure the NSA doesn't miss a thing.
Yeah.
Okay. So I want everybody to cooperate on that. All right, you got that? Okay. Thank you. Thank you. No, I love this moment because I get to look out on this beautiful site of, this is why I love Fayetteville. It's because of you folks in this room, who make this a very, very special town, unlike anywhere, And Don and I, we just traveled, we were just down in Texas, and I tell you, we are very fortunate to be.
Amen.
We saw the rest of the folks. No, I'm just kidding, of course. I would never say anything like that. But this is the news has been pretty difficult this year, and when you think of all the conflicts in the world, and it is a little bit overwhelming, and it's a little hard to find optimism, and but I continue to find optimism in one of the people who just passed away last year, but I will always continue to find optimism in Pete Seeger, who reminds us his whole life to keep that good fight going no matter what. One setback after another, he was always there plugging away. And that's why we decided to call tonight's event One Blue Sky Above Us. He wrote a brilliant song a long time ago, a very encouraging song, that the lyrics, one blue sky above us, one ocean lapping all our shore, one earth so green and round, who could ask for more? And it's kind of sobering thing to think about. It's a beautiful way to think about how we all share the same sky, the same ocean, the same earth. Can't be reminded of that too many times, But so, I know we all just ate a big meal, but I'm thinking how nice it would be to honor Pete Seeger by really getting some singing going.
Yeah. Because he was all about community and about letting voices mingle.
So, and it's not the easiest song in the world. I mean, the first to admit, it's got, it's kind of wordy, and so we have invited Diana, to.
Come here, Diane. Come here. She'll be our where do you want me to be?
Just right over, maybe here.
Right here?
Yeah.
Oh.
Right there. Perfect. Oh, no, hold on. No, that's. Well, watch out for the camera. No.
Well, there you go. That's the way to do it.
Well, we hired the right person, did we, or what?
Now
All
don't
right.
forget to turn it around.
I'm going to try not to.
Okay.
I'm gonna, and yeah, it's kind of complicated. She has to turn it around. It's a two-part chorus. I'll sing it once, and then we'll get started. It goes. One blue sky above us, one ocean lapping all our shores, one earth so green and brown. Who could ask for more? And then she turns it over. And because I love you, I'll give it one more try to show my rainbow race. It's too soon to die. Okay. How about that?
A star is born.
All right, like I said, it's not the easiest thing. It's a pretty simple melody, but the words are a little tricky. Let's start eking it out, and then we'll start.
With feeling. We want you guys to sing with feeling.
I really want to hear some voices, and I don't care if it's hard or not. We're just going to keep. We're going to work. We're not leaving here until we get it.
Yeah.
All right, here. Let's try it again. One blue sky above us, one ocean lapping all our shore, one earth so green and round. Who could ask for more? And because I love you, I'll give it one more try to show my rainbow race. It's too soon to die. Nice, that's gonna work.
Okay, now we're going to play it first. So you can put it down. You can put it down.
Some folks want to be like an ostrich, bury your head in the sand. Some hope their plastic dreams can clinch those greedy hands. Some want to take the easy way, poison and bombs they think we need 'em. Don't you know you can't kill all the unbelievers? There's no shortcut to freedom. Here we go.
Okay, everybody, hit it with feeling.
One blue sky above us, one ocean lapping all our shore, one earth so green and brown. Who could ask for more? And because I love you, I'll give it one more try to show our rainbow race. It's too soon to die. Come on, Donna. Go tell all your little children, tell your mothers and fathers too. Now's our last chance to learn and share what's been given to me and you. Here we go. One blue sky above us, one ocean lapping all our shore, one earth so green and brown. Who could ask for more? And because I love you, I'll give it one more try to show my rainbow race. It's too soon to die. One more time. One blue sky above us, one ocean lapping all our shore, one earth so green and brown. Who could ask for more?
Good job, y'all. Woo, Diana. Good job.
Very, very nice, very nice. Well, so we have some fantastic music for you tonight, but I'm not going to give any of it away at the moment. Make you wait. But we have some other wonderful things that are going to happen before that. And actually, next, what I would like to do is I'm going to pass this over. Actually, I'm going to MC part of this, but we're going to share it with our president, the president of OMNI, and that's Fernando Garcia. Where are you, Fernando? Let's have a hand. There he is. Fernando, we're going to kind of tag team, just like a real, professional operation. More like that.
Thank you, Kelly.
All right.
And Donna for the beautiful music as well. So yeah, welcome everybody. It's good to see a good crowd, and it's good to see the weather cooperating with us. It was a little bit scary at the beginning of the week, but getting it cleared up. But yeah, thank you all. We would like to remind everybody as well. We do have a membership table at the front. I think y'all might have seen some of us at there. Allison and Lauren are, I think they're there. But yeah, if anybody would like to take their membership, we'd be happy to do that tonight. And also, as a nonprofit, we're doing a lot of good work, a lot of programs under OMNI. So if anybody feels like giving a donation as well, that'd be great. Also, at the center of the tables, there should be some small sheets, which is a short questionnaire. And we would like to hear from y'all, get feedback from y'all, input on the organization, what you like the most about OMNI, what you like the least about OMNI, and if there's anything you could change as well, we would like to receive your feedback. And now we have some activities planned for tonight, and I'm going to hand it off to Gladys, the director of the OMNI Center, who's going to be talking a little bit more about the next activity that we have, which I think is the World Cafe, but she'll have more information for y'all. Thank you.
Thank you, Fernando. And thank you, everybody. It's so incredible to see these beautiful faces all showing up and supporting peace and justice in the way that we all want our Earth to be. The thing that we have been coming to understand over the past couple of years is just how important it is that all of us are learning to understand each other, and how the way our world is constructed really forces us into a war culture by the fact that we don't know each other. We don't really understand where each other are coming from, and that all these different things about gender and race and age and all the things that truly get in our way, that we don't live the way we want to because we are trapped in this system that forces us to be in conflict with each other. So the first thing that kind of came to my mind when I was thinking about this was, how do OMNI people get to know each other better? Because this really is the only time all year long that we get this many of us in one room, and for the most part, we tend to kind of cluster into with the people we know, and it's just a very wonderful and fun way to actually connect. Well, there's a conversation technology that's been going around for a while that's called World Cafe that some of you may have heard of before, but you don't have to know very much to actually participate in a World Cafe. It's a very fun way to get to know each other. And to start that, I would really like to ask, would all of the people who have agreed to be table hosts, would you please stand up for a minute? Let's make sure we have a table host at every table. Okay, so now table hosts, would you look around and just see if there are tables that don't have a table host? All right. Here's a table up here that does not have a table host. Diane, it's okay. We'll have the next part in just a minute. You're fine where you are. Let's say, okay. You've got a table host there. Okay. I believe we got all the tables covered. Good. Excellent. All right. So now, the way this is going to work is that everybody here who's not a table host, would you please stand up now? Anybody who's not a table host. Okay, now, look around the room and look at all these incredible people that you are meeting sometime for the first time, and some of whom you have known for 40 years. Now, look for people that you do not know very well. Now, this does give a little bit of priority to the people who are new here, because there's a lot of people that you may not know. So you're doing good. You're doing good. So now what I want you to do is look for a table where you think there's a number of people that you don't know, and aim for that table when I say go. But now, by the time you get there, they may have moved. So don't let that dismay you. Just keep looking. Find a place where there are people at the table that you don't know well. Your table doesn't have a table list. Find it. Oh, you want to? Okay, go find another table. Okay. Okay, so now we are going to be talking to each other for a very brief amount of time. The table host knows what the process is going to be, so now you are going to listen for the table host. You have 32 minutes to finish the conversation, so when they tell you it's time to share with somebody else, be sure you let the next person talk. Okay, are we ready? Are we ready? All right. Let's have a round of applause for the wonderful OMNI people. All right. I hope we all know that this room is full of people that we can love each other. Yay. So this is World Cafe. Try it again sometime, because there's a lot of varieties of it, and it's really a lot of fun to get to know the other people in your world.
This young couple actually was our feature for the OMNI open mic one time last year, and I think it was last year, and they charmed everybody. And so I'm not worried about a thing. These two are charming, and I just love what they do. They write their own music. They live here in Fayetteville, and it's Drew McLaughlin and Chase McLaughlin, and they call themselves Silver Lining. Could I welcome them now? Drew and Chase.
Yay! Thank you guys for clapping for us.
Yeah.
2 times.
Yeah. Well, it's just so cool, and it's such an honor to be up here and be able to participate in something like this, and so.
I can't hear you.
Can't hear me?
Okay, I can fix that.
All right. Maybe I
We're
just
so
need to talk
glad to
about
be
it.
here. We love OMNI, and each time I've played at OMNI, I've just loved the experience of all of you. Thank you for listening.
This song is an original. We're going to do some originals for you tonight, and this one's just kind of a call to truth and a realization that, you know, the earth actually can give off signs, and I think right now there's a lot of signs that it's putting off, so.
Fire takes the wind and it breathes it in, and it guides my way. The moon, it sets the stage, and it calls for waves. Calls for waves. Can you feel it move? This feeling inside you, and it begs for truth. And it begs for truth.
in begs for true, and in begs for true, and in begs for true.
This next one is somewhat new, and it's just about being thankful for everything. Every little thing that you can find to be thankful for is very significant. So try to look for those little things.
Silver lining, Drew and Chase, thank you so much. Beautiful, beautiful. That is gorgeous, very gorgeous. All right, well, and we got more music coming. We're actually going to switch gears here. We're going to, Fernando, I think I need you again. Where are you? There you are. Invite Fernando back up. We're going to, this is, I love the juxtaposition here. Fernando, he's got, I got my oversized printed version of the text, and he's got his, whatever this is. This is
thank you.
We'll make it work, right?
As Kelly mentioned, we're going to switch gears a bit. Oops.
Oh, what? Oh,
That's probably my fault.
Did you do that on purpose? You can't trust her for nothing.
And also, I have mentioned some questionnaires earlier. Something I want to add on that is, sorry about the printing. I think the margins, a letter might have gotten cut off, but I think it's still understandable. So instead of the, it's going to be TH. the E went missing somewhere. Anyways, to switch into next gears, we're going to go through a slideshow about some of the projects and some of the programs under the OMNI Center. We're here tonight because all of you are working too hard to make the world a better place. The things that OMNI people can come up with that makes peace, serves justice, and heals the earth are just amazing. And you're going to get a chance to hear about more of that here in a bit. We're very proud of the kinds of projects we get to brag about tonight. Every one of them deserves a whole program of their own. But there are so many great things happening that we just have to settle for a little delicious taste of each one.
Okay, so for the first slide, what you're looking at there is kind of a piecemeal version of the OMNI board, because we all couldn't be there that night. But luckily, I think all of us are on there. So the OMNI Board of Directors is the legal decision-making body of OMNI. They carry a lot of weight in keeping the organization moving forward and out of trouble. Recognize any of these people? Could I ask everybody on the board to stand, just so we make sure everybody gets. Yes.
Kelly, can
yes.
you mention all of their names so that we know who they are?
Well, let's see.
Kelly.
Well,
Oops, sorry, never mind.
I'm trying to. We're spread all over the room here. It'd be difficult. Richard, Tiffany, Steve Halls, Don Bennett. There's Lauren Hawkins. Who else is? Shelley Bunito. Julie, where's Julie? She's way back there. Hey, Julie.
And Caitlin and Justine.
The two of us.
Joe Newman, Don Bennett.
Yeah, Joe Newman and Don Bennett. I'm sorry, we weren't prepared for that, but we know everybody. That's like a going back to school or something. Anyway, these folks, the people that are standing up, these are the people you can come to if you have a question about OMNI. If you want to start a project, if you have an idea, that's how OMNI works, is you talk to somebody on the board and you bring it forth, and who knows, we'll see where it goes. So they want to talk to you as well, so that's an open door.
Next, we have the Civil Rights Roundtable. Last year was big for the Civil Rights Roundtable. Support for the anti-discrimination ordinance and Ferguson civil rights protests have given them a more public face and a driven mission. Now they're actively supporting civil rights action, collecting civil rights stories to create a baseline report, and planning an anti-racism movie night and discussion series that all of you all are invited to.
Okay, the next one is the Goddess Festival. And hopefully you spent some time looking at the Goddess Festival table. They were actually the first physical sponsorship we took on. Now we have many. Plan on coming out to check the beautiful way the goddesses transform OMNI into the 10-day festival, and it is something to behold. Dates this year are March 20th to 29th. Put that on your smartphone. They do that, right? You can put it on the phone. And you can find schedules about it at goddessfestival.net. Or on Facebook. Okay.
When we heard of one of the great leaders passed away. But Jacob George Memorial Project, OMNI's participating in an effort to continue the work of Jacob George with the goal of making Jacob's healing music message available at no cost to returning veterans that suffer from PTSD. New website, if you all want to write this down, jacobdavidgeorge.org. Has been built that includes new unreleased music files, video clips, and photographs. His CDs and booklets can be purchased on the site as well, and OMNI will take on the shipping duties. All proceeds will be used to sustain the project.
Okay. We have a new organization called LEAF. That's an acronym for Living Earth Ark Food Forestries, and that is not ark like the boat. Living Earth Ark Food Forestries. They were established in 2014 by a group of students, artists, and activists in Fayetteville, Arkansas. Our ultimate goal is to spread the knowledge and bounty of the living earth to the Northwest Arkansas area and beyond, to ensure that life carries on in a new generation of prosperity and harmony with our ecosystem. They will be modeling after Tricycle's principle of thirds, with 1/3 of produce going to volunteers, another to charitable organizations, and the last for profit.
Okay, OMNI 350, the Citizens Climate Lobby. OMNI 350 is composed of two main groups. The first one is the Fayetteville chapter of the Citizens Climate Lobby, a national organization with over 140 chapters internationally with the goal of creating the political will for a stable climate and empowering individuals to have breakthroughs in their personal and political power. And the second part is the Climate Change Book Forum, which meets monthly in the library, in the public library, to discuss books or present programs about climate change.
All right. Okay, the newsletter and Days of Peace. These are themed newsletters compiled and posted by Dr. Dick Bennett. Y'all know who Dick Bennett is, don't you? Where are you, Dick? He's standing back there. Okay, we're talking about you. Of course, Dick Bennett is our founder. And he is, you know, it's impossible to spend enough time to get through all of the stuff on the internet, to decipher all these incredibly dense articles. Well, luckily we have Dick Bennett to do it for us. And he puts it into a very concise newsletter that is absolutely dynamite, very informative. I hope that you will take the time to dig into these things. They're really, really good. So it's available on the OMNI website and in weekend or weekly happenings event newsletters. Okay? Don't miss that.
Okay, next up we have Open Mic. The OMNI Open Mic for Peace is now in its 12th year and going strong. Like clockwork, this Fayetteville icon is held every first Sunday. So mark your calendars. I think the next one's going to be March 1st, Sunday. So it's held every Sunday with a featured artist from our community and an opportunity for anyone who wants to share a song or words of peace, justice, and ecology. Like all the projects, everybody's invited to participate as well.
And we have thank you. And we have features like Drew and Chase, you know, for instance. And for this next Sunday is going to be Stephen Koger. Stephen Koger. OMNI Peace Gardens, I love this. This is a wonderful event. OMNI Peace Gardens is a unique annual venture into garden spaces that celebrate peace. Mostly private gardens that feature a special celebratory atmosphere for the day. This is a delightful opportunity to explore joyful places. This year's tour, mark this on your calendar, will be Saturday, May 23rd.
Okay, now we have the OMNI Youth Programs. OMNI Youth Programs is in its 6th year of empowering youth to be leaders for the culture of peace that we are all working for. And I think it's probably the best investment that OMNI can make because they're going to be growing up to be future leaders and are going to be leading the fight for justice.
Okay, here's another new organization for us. I'm very happy to have Ozark River Stewards. Ozark River Stewards is a direct action group of concerned citizens working together for a clean and robust Arkansas environment. Their current focus involves working to protect the Buffalo River from swine factory farming. Thank you for that.
Peacework Productions, inspired by the potential of democracy erupting across the globe, Richard Tiffany and some peace friends plan to begin making movies to tell stories of democracy that are ignored by the mainstream. Richard will love to tell you more about it.
Oh, yeah.
Richard is here.
There's Richard right there. Richard Tiffany, another board member. And hopefully I get to write the soundtrack if everything works out like I'm hoping. All right. Seeds That Feed is the next thing. Seeds That Feed's goal is to help grow healthier communities by providing access to healthier foods through the collection and distribution of surplus fresh produce from area farmers directly to local hunger relief efforts. They are able to both increase access to under-resourced populations as well as help to eliminate waste. Yay. What a wonderful organization.
Okay, next up we have the Transgender Equality Network. It is the goal of the Transgender Equality Network to establish an accessible resource network for those in need, in addition to providing direct services and lobbying for increased transgender acceptance.
Okay, for our next one, we're going to break our own rules because for expediency, we've kind of doing this tag team thing because this can take forever. But we want you to know what's happening. This is an important moment. But for a very good reason, we're going to invite the director of Tricycle Farms up here, Don Bennett. Could you come on up here? And the reason we're making a reception is because Don got something in the mail today that's been a long time coming. And I think it's only fair that we let Don make the announcement.
Thank you, Kelly. Thank you, Fernando. So this morning I got a letter in the mail.
I'm going to stay here with the hook.
Okay. I have a tendency to talk a lot. But, you know, about 3 years ago, I was approached by Richard Tiffany and Gladys after doing a presentation at OMNI, and they suggested that they could help us. And they could help us by becoming a fiscal partner. And this has meant really everything to us, because we were just an idea. We were working, we were getting some help, but we weren't able to ask for some real help until we had a fiscal partnership. All these projects that you're seeing about is what that's about. So I've been on the board for 3 years, and there's been so many friendships. We've learned so much about what being a nonprofit is. You know, even when there's problems, it's like working through them together. And so this morning, I got a letter from the IRS, and something we've been working for 3 years has finally happened. That Tricycle Farms is now a 501c3. And if anybody's been watching me float around on the floor, it's because of that. And this is probably the briefest, shortest statement I've ever made.
Very nice. I think a lot of us know quite a bit about Tricycle. They're well established in this town. But we do have, I just want to, I'll just read it. I'll go ahead and go through this. We steward food awareness, education, and empowerment. This year, Tricycle is excited to welcome 4 Garden Corps members, AmeriCorps members, to be as part of their partnership. So that should really move things along. And the next slide.
The Rock House, the Tricycle Farms Community House, aka the Rock House, has been another exciting step in our growth, providing community space for classes, events, meetings, and a neighborhood food hub.
And yet another Tricycle endeavor is they have launched the Crossroads Farmers Market last fall and have a grand market opening in spring of 2015. Crossroads Market will be located in the parking lot of the Trinity United Methodist Church, right across the street from Tricycle. It's at the intersection of Garland and Sycamore, and it will be open on Fridays. Remember this, Fridays from 3 o'clock to 7 o'clock. All right, Tricycle Farms.
The vegetarian potluck. Meat production is a major producer of greenhouse gases. Your friends at the Veggie Potluck encourage all of us to make our diet a statement that what we eat matters to ourselves and to our earth. They meet every second Wednesday at OMNI at 6 p.m. Again, it's every second Wednesday at OMNI at 6 p.m. And welcome you to come test how delicious healthy food can be.
Okay, yep, thank you. Very good. World Peace Wetland Prairie. This is a unique city-owned sanctuary for human beings and all other living things in the upper White River Basin. OMNI heads up the struggle to eradicate invasive plants that allow the native plants base and critters to flourish. Work parties have begun to start up again, and your participation is encouraged. So please help out.
Earth Day Extravaganza. Omni will host an Earth Day Extravaganza this year featuring an evocative look at the confinement, exploitation of factory farmed animals, a finger food feast, art exhibit, music, and a live exotic runway show with incredible artistic painted human bodies. It all happens Earth Day Eve at Scarpino's.
All right. You heard that right. All right. The Fayetteville Four, Jared Carter, Jane Stitt, Nick Robbins, and David Garcia were arrested last fall for blocking traffic on College Avenue in solidarity with the Ferguson resistance. Their actions sent a clear message across Northwest Arkansas that there are people here who believe that police violence against black communities must be stopped, and that it will take all of us acting together to stop it.
The anti-discrimination ordinance. This is an ordinance that Omni adopted. Well, because justice is Omni's middle name. We want to see our city. We want to see our city stand up for justice and do what is right. Many of us worked hard to see the anti-discrimination ordinance adopted, and most of us were disappointed when it was repealed. When the time comes to support the next effort, there are Omni people who want to help. If you're one of them, be sure to get your name on the list.
All right. Very good. And then we are going to break our rule one more time, because once again, one of our sub-organizations has really big news to share, and it's been a long time coming. Joe Newman, can you come up here? Joe has been basically steering us towards this radio station here in community radio for a long time now, and so I'm going to let you say the rest.
Okay. Not totally sure why I get to speak instead of all these wonderful projects, but one thing I will say is that I hope all these wonderful projects will be able to take advantage of a new radio station where you'll be able to get your message out to a wider group. We've got a lot of people here tonight, but we could expect to reach many more people with some of these messages. So the main news, well, our banner back there still says coming soon. So we didn't have to change it, but a few new things have happened. On January 23rd, Omni Center got a license to operate a radio station from the FCC. Just a few days later, we filed for a call sign, which is KPSQ, the public square. And there's one more major step that we are working on right now. Looks very promising. After losing a couple of potential sites for the radio station, we're working on getting a studio in the Chancellor Hotel with a tower atop the building. And we feel like we're this close, but we're not making any announcements because we've been disappointed a couple times. So it could happen this week. And when that happens, we're really going to need all you guys to step in and make the radio station happen. There's going to be construction. There's going to be programs to create music, musicians to come to the studio when we get it built and perform, and play the music of their favorite musicians.
Yeah, Fernando, we're going to have our own show.
Cool.
You're going to.
All right. Present it to the programming committee.
What was that?
I don't make those decisions. I'd like the folks who've been working on the... okay, it's been 2.5 years since we came back and started to get this license, and a lot of the time we've had to wait for the FCC. We started early and the FCC started late, even though they announced this radio station license period. So there's some folks who've stuck through this thing for a long, long time, and I'd like you all to stand up, everyone who's been involved in trying to make this happen. And really, you had to have a lot of stick-to-itiveness to get through it. So,
That's true.
Is that my time?
You're doing good. Yeah.
I'll just ask 1 or 2, 3 questions. That's about it. If anyone's got a question.
Yeah. Because I'm sure there's some curiosity about exactly what this is going to look like. But it's going to be, anybody who puts the energy into it can participate.
Amy.
If you have an idea for a program, what's the best way to present that to the committee? Is it already?
There's a sheet in the back that has program presentations. It'd be best to fill that out. There's some other volunteer forms back there where you can indicate what kind of skills you have, whether it be radio, design, computers, technical ability, construction ability. And you find all that back there, contact sheets.
And by the way, if you don't have expertise in production, that doesn't have to be a barrier, because you can learn. We will be able to train you. We have the facilities that you can use. So
yeah. I mean, we want to teach people in the community, young, old, whoever, to make radio, to make media, be part of the media.
Okay. All right, thank you, Joe. Thank you, and congratulations, too. That's really fantastic. All right, well, I think that actually concludes our slideshow. Look at that. It all landed in the right place. We have an awesome IT person there. Thank you, Don. Don Jones put all that together for us. Thank you. Okay, the next entertainer is hardly even needs an introduction. She's a treasure of Fayetteville, and she's going to give us a nice little. She's always good for a hard-hitting political song, and I love that about her. Although she has all kinds of songs, but tonight I've asked her to do a particular song. This is Emily Cates. Oh yes, I had to make a quick announcement. It's time. You can pick up your lasagna as of now. Dick Bennett is standing back there, can help you. Okay. Is that what you want me to say? The casserole dishes are ready for pickup right there. Impressive, huh?
Let's see.
Do a little housekeeping here. Hold on.
You might need that lifted up just a bit.
I don't think it goes up much.
Okay, well, whatever.
It's a special low model.
All right. Oh, dang.
But is that going to work? And I'm
Yep,
going to look
that'll
at it.
work. Hey, by the way, I'm involved with the OMNI Peace Garden Tour, and I need more gardens. So, if anyone here has a garden and would like to participate, see me. And you don't have to have a picture-perfect garden to be on the OMNI Peace Garden Tour, and we welcome unusual gardens. This is a song that I wrote around New Year's in 2005, and it's still pretty topical. And we'll see if I can see the darn thing, because my reading glasses are sort of more for close-up, and I still can see, but I don't do the song that often, and so I apologize for having to look at the lyrics. But it's called Hard Questions for the New Year, and this is it. It's the season of joy and celebration. We sing songs about brotherhood and peace, and close our eyes to our runaway nation as corruption and hatred increase. No, we don't have to look very far to find inhumanity, greed, and disgrace. But if we can't learn to live without hurting each other, what's the point of the whole human race? It's no time for self-righteous denial. We're profiteering from destruction and war. We squander money and lives all the while we neglect our own helpless and poor. Oh, there's nothing like a multinational pharmaceutical to put public health care in its place. But if we can't learn to live without hurting each other, what's the point of the whole human race? Can we claim to see the light? Can we champion human rights while living down allegations of torture? Will our rationales explain ozone holes and climate change as mere fantasies of alarmist reporters? And what of our poisoned Gulf of Mexico? How much of this earth must we spoil till we harness alternative energies and reduce our dependence on oil? Oh, it's easy to blame big corporations, but we pump their cheap gas every day. And if we can't learn to live without hurting each other, what's the point of the whole human race? So let's make our New Year's resolutions and remember we have problems to solve. Let's quit fighting over teaching evolution and prove that we can actually evolve and rise to our conflicts and challenges with integrity, compassion, and grace. 'Cause if we can't learn to live without hurting each other, what's the point of the whole human race? And if we can't learn to live without destroying our environment, and if we can't learn to live without challenging other belief systems, and if we can't learn to live without hypocrisy and deception, what's the point of the whole human race?
Emily Gates, thank you very much. Beautiful. That's some great stuff. Okay, Fernando, we're getting close. We're honing in on the end here. We got one more wonderful musical act, but first,
we would like to open up to announcements. If anybody have announcements of activities or events that are coming up, and I would like to start out with a couple. This coming week, Thursday, February 26th through Saturday, February 28th, is going to be Justice Week 2015. And that's presented by Umoja Soul Riders and Hands Up NWA in conjunction with Black History Month. It is a community-led initiative aimed at commemorating the 3-year anniversary of the death of Trayvon Martin. So Justice Week focuses on raising awareness to combat the numerous social justice issues impacting minorities in the Northwest Arkansas community. So for Thursday, February 26th, there's going to be the Umoja Soul, presented by the sponsors. So it's going to be Justice Day, Justice Matters program and Hoodie March. And this is going to start at the U of A at the Northwest Quad parking lot at 6 p.m. And the Hoodie Candlelight Vigil attendees will walk down Garland Avenue, across Maple Street at the stoplight, and end at the U of A Union. Formal program will be held at the U of A Union at 7 p.m. And this year's program will include poetry, open mic expression from the audience, speakers, and a Greek step show. On Friday, February 27th at Common Grounds on Dixon, there's going to be a Poetic Justice open mic night. It's going to start at 7 p.m. and it's going to go to midnight. So be sure to bring your poems, songs, or music and let your words speak. On Saturday, there's going to be a Justice and Peace Walk. The event is to be held at 8:30 to noon at Walker Park. And it's going to be a walk for Black Lives Matter, walk for justice, walk for human rights, women's rights, prison reform, gun violence, and police brutality. And then later on Saturday, at the Boys and Girls Club from 2 to 4, there's going to be a fashion show called Because of Them We Can Fashion Show, a snapshot of Black history. And there's going to be refreshments, snacks, and entertainment. So if you want to participate in that, be sure to contact the Boys and Girls Club as well.
Okay. All right. Very good. Shelley, I have another announcement. Shelley, come on. Yeah, come on up here. Shelley is the president of OMNI 350.
One of the co-chairs. February 25th is an important day at the legislature. It's Environmental Lobby Day, and there are some bills we should know about. Distributed generation, solar panels on every roof, and also we have to fight eminent domain that wants to push the Diamond Pipeline through the middle of Arkansas. I'm leaving Fayetteville at 5 o'clock in the morning. If you want to ride with me, let me know. We'll be there until about 2. February 26th is going to be green drinks that the Citizens Climate Lobby is hosting. It'll be at U.S. Pizza from 5 to 7:30. Just come and talk about whatever causes you have that are on your heart. Thanks.
And second announcement is for an organization called Soldier ON. They're having an open house here tomorrow at 2 p.m. And Soldier ON is an organization that trains service dogs for veterans who are suffering from PTSD. And they're also looking for volunteers to raise puppies. So there's an open house tomorrow at 2 p.m. here on the Mount. So everybody who's available and who's interested in coming and learning more about the organization, feel free to come.
Noah, come on.
I thought you all would be interested to know that PFLAG of Northwest Arkansas, which is an organization for families, friends, and allies of the gay, lesbian, bisexual, and transgender community, are starting monthly support groups. They're the first Monday at 6:30 at St. Thomas Episcopal Church in Springdale, and the first one is on March 2nd.
Okay. Thank you so much. Yes. Yes.
Is it on? My name is Alexander Ross, and I'm helping to organize and plan an event to mobilize people and educate people about the death penalty in Arkansas and the struggle that's going on here in our current legislation about that. That is going to be on the 31st of March. Stay tuned for more details. We are working out the venue location. But if you want to be a better ally in this struggle, show up there. That's March the 31st. That's Tuesday of Holy Week. We look forward to seeing you. It'll be around 6:30.
Okay, thank you. And Amy? Yes, I'll get you both. Come on.
Next Saturday, for anybody who's interested, we're going to have the first ever cleanup of the middle fork of the White River. We'll be at Bunch Park in Elkins from 10 o'clock until 2 p.m. We'll have all the supplies you need, and we'll fan out from Bunch Park to do some cleanup on the middle fork of the White River. And Bunch Park is just the only little park in Elkins. It's right there by the bridge and to the left and near where the library is. We will have some food and drinks, and we'll have all the stuff you need to help. So come on out and join us next Saturday, 10 to 2.
Diana? Diana Rivers?
I just want to add something about the Goddess Festival announcement, that our first event will not be at OMNI. It'll be at the Senior Center on College. It's going to be a big equinox ritual to which you're all welcome. 7 o'clock at the Senior Center.
Okay, that's good. All right. Yes, please, come on.
Hello all. I'm Katie Tipton. I just wanted to mention that I have an initial meetup for ideally kind of like an OMNI school for our youth, because I am a new mom, and so I have other few moms and people who are interested in teaching. So please come out. It's going to be this Wednesday at 5:30 at the Farmer's Table Cafe. Yeah.
That's good to hear that. Good. All right. We got it all? Well, it's a pretty amazing community, I would say. The room is full of stuff.
Just one final announcement. Thank you to everybody who have updated their memberships and who have donated tonight. And if you haven't had a chance to do so, Lauren and Allison and myself will be happy to help you with that as well.
All right. Well, you know what? Thank you. We are about to wind up here, and we're going to wind up with a bang here. You know, I'm really excited. And by the way, I want to thank everybody one more time for being a part of our our family. Thank you so much. It's really nice to get together with you and kind of share it's very complicated nowadays, and we try to condense it into something that can be, digested in one evening and have some good food too. So, Roy Pilgrim, Aviva Stegmeyer, Seth Shoemate. This is a one hot group. This is the Ozark Highballers. I don't know if you've had a chance to see these guys, but this is the most awesome old-time group that has hit Fayetteville in a long time. And we are so fortunate to have them to finish off the show for us. I've just been really looking forward to this. So with no further ado, I mean, by the time it's over, you might want to be out of your chair, like we'll see. We'll see. Okay? All right, Roy, Aviva, and Seth, the Ozark Highballers. Come on over here.
We're gonna, whoa. Hold on.
Sorry about that.
We didn't have microphones back in the days.
We were trying to figure out what song we should play, and the tune we're going to start off with is actually, it's kind of a dreamier number, and we were inspired to play this because it's called Next to Your Mother, Who Do You Love? And so all this talk about love tonight got us thinking about this one. What we're going to do is kind of a high power breakdown, so if any of y'all feel like shaking a leg. This comes from the Missouri River Valley, and this is called the Salty River Reel. Right harmonica?
guys. Awesome. Fantastic. All right, well, thank you very much for being here. Y'all stay in touch. Don't get too far away. Stay plugged in. Keep doing what you're doing. We love you all. Thanks for being part of our family. Good night.